Hey everybody, Danielle, Kimmey, Torrez here, and I want to welcome you guys to episode 2 of The Road Forward, where I am pursuing the $1 million mark in my business, and I'm taking you guys along on the journey. Okay, so tell me, have you ever had one of those moments where you get extremely excited about something and you're mulling it over, you're thinking it over, you have like a million visions for what you want to do, and you feel like you're so inspired that your head is going to explode, and then weeks pass, months pass, maybe years, and you have done nothing about that idea? If that's you, then you're probably a creative, right? Because that's the thing about creatives. A lot of times there are a ton of ideas, but not the energy to really see those ideas through. Trust me, I have been there. I have been on creative kicks that have lasted for weeks or months, and I've been so excited about something. And then at the end of the month or month's time, like look around and go, what was I doing with my time? Like, I have nothing to show for it. I haven't produced anything. I haven't made or created actually anything. So why is that, right? Why do we as creatives, I'm probably like half a creative and half businesswoman, but why do we do that? It's so frustrating sometimes because the ideas that we're coming up with are golden, but they just never see the light of day. Actually, creatives are probably my favorite type of people because there's just so much energy and there's passion and everything's always inspired and a little bit maybe dramatic, right? You know how it is when you're around the creatives. Y'all get a little dramatic sometimes and emotional and like very invested in your art or whatever it is that you want to produce. But honestly, after a while, that same energy that like gave me energy and made me feel inspired like starts to drain me so bad, because there's no action with it. And so it makes me go like, what are you doing? What steps are you taking? Like, please just do something, make the art. Okay, so why are we not making the art? Why are we not doing the thing that we've been talking about or thinking about or dreaming about? So a couple things. Number one, as creatives, we are too talented. And I'm sorry, that is just the truth. There are too many things that you're good at, right? There are too many things that you want to explore, too many interests, too many desires. So then it's like, well, I don't want to be pigeonholed. Well, I don't want to, my creation is for everybody. I don't want to pick just one audience. I don't want to just market to one kind of person. I don't want to just be a dancer, because really I'm a good actor and I'm a good singer, right? I'm going like this. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about all of us. We all do that. So it's like our do everything desires. But the truth is, you can really do 3 things at a time well, right? One major focus. So for me, my number one major focus is my family, then my business, and then there's church stuff. I mean, for me, that's really it. And then anything else, like hanging out or whatever else in life, kind of has to come after family, business, and church. I would encourage you as a creative, pick 3 things. Like if you have one major job, that's 1. If you have a side hustle, that's 2. And then whatever that 3rd thing is. But you can't crowd your life so much that you can't perfect your craft. You have to perfect one at a time. And then once you have that main thing, you can really experiment and you can try other things, and you can go from there. But I would encourage you guys to stay as focused as possible, with which it's very hard as a creative. Okay, so I have a little notebook here that I'm reading from. Number 2, everyone reasonable hates their first work. Okay, so let me explain this. If you make something, let's say you're a graphic designer, and you are so excited about this vision in your head, and then you get it, you get on your computer and you get on Illustrator or Photoshop or whatever, and you make this graphic that you were really excited about in your head, I can guarantee you it's not going to be as good as you saw it in your head, because your talent level doesn't match your vision yet. So really the only way to get better is to keep doing it. But most people, when they get frustrated by their level, and instead of putting that work out there and just getting better every time and like taking chances and letting people see the raw and then see it as it becomes more and more professional and more awesome, they just are like, well, I'm just gonna keep doing it until it's great. But that perfectionism really stops you from doing anything, and then you're not even really working behind the scenes anymore. Trust me, I've been there. I know how it is. So I would encourage you to just do it, whatever it is. Like, even if you feel like it's not good enough, do it, put it out there. You know, I'm making videos in my living room of my apartment right now, and maybe one day I'll have like a huge house and it will be super professional and I'll have professional makeup, and you know what I'm saying? But right now, to be honest with you, my kids are in bed and I'm in my apartment and my husband is watching the Spurs game right now. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put this out there and you're going to see it, and then it's going to get better and better and better as we go. All right, number 3, fear of not actually being as good as you think you are. Now, deep inside, we all have an inner voice that speaks to us, and even if you have a lot of bravado and you say, oh, no, I'm so good, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, deep down, a lot of times our inner voice says, well, what if you're not as good as you think you are? Well, I want to tell your inner voice that it is right. You probably are not as good as you tell people you are. You probably are not as good as you hope you are. And that's just the truth. But the other truth is that you will be as good as you hope you are with practice. So really, see, it's just positive here. I know some people see that as a negative, but it's the truth. If you're a speaker, you're not as good. You're not as interesting as you think. If you're a blogger, your writing's not as good as you think it is yet. But you keep going, you build that audience, you learn to connect better, you learn better how to connect better with your music, make better beats, whatever it is. You will get there. But you have to keep going, okay? The last one is comparison. Number 4 is comparison. So comparison is just a killer, you guys. Like, please don't fall into that trap of seeing other people, oh, well, this person did this by this age, or this person did this and they got recognized by this person, or this person has that many followers and I only have 300, whatever it is. Don't get caught in that trap. You are going at your own pace, your own time, and that's okay, right? I'm going at my own pace and in my own time, and that's okay. So I just want to encourage you guys, like, don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to the people around you, because the people around you are not you. You have different life experiences, you have different responsibilities, and you have different talents. So I want you, as a creative person, whatever you envision in your head, I want you to get it focused and say, you know what? 2019, I'm not doing all the things. I'm doing one thing, and I'm going to do it really well. And by the end of this year, I'm going to have done it. And I'm not going to look back and say, man, I wish I had started, because I'm going to start. Even if it stinks, I'm going to start. I'm going to do it. So I promised to let you guys know what I'm reading and what podcasts I'm listening to. So I just want to close this video out by saying I am still reading Crazy Rich Asians, because like I said, it's a trilogy. I'm at the end of book 1. I took a master class today on list building for my business. And it was amyporterfield.com, and it was her class on List Builders 2.0. It was very informative, very good. Hope to work some of that stuff into my business. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Please comment. Let me know if you like this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have creative friends, go ahead and share this information, because I guarantee you we all need to hear, we all need reminders of focus, of the fact that we're gonna not like our first stuff, but that's okay, because it's gonna get better. We all need to be reminded that what we fear is sometimes true, but only for a short time, because you're going to quickly get better at whatever it is that you're doing if you do it. And then finally, comparison is just the killer. Don't compare yourself to anybody for any reason, okay? You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time on The Road Forward.